Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Super Easy A for the STR Omega Shenron. So, we've already kind of looked at the Super Saiyan 4s. They performed very, very well with their team on GT Heroes. So now we're going to take a look at this guy here on Omega's team and see how well he performs. Now, they're not going to be able to link up, so that is kind of shitty. But I think that they will still run pretty well. I think he's going to be a very good support for the team. So let's jump in. Let's see how he does, and we'll make our assessment from there. But yeah, let's do it.
The entire universe will soon be laid to waste by my minus power.
Alright, so he's not even here in the first rotation, which does kind of suck. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to pop Omega's domain just to get it going, and then we will jump into the next turn when he is actually there and around.
Since the minus energy was released, it's now a matter of time before this planet is dead. I can feel the planet dying underneath me.
Okay, so we're here on turn 2. They made very short work of Goku Black. He is just falling quick to these teams. But I think what we're gonna do here first, actually, let's look at what he does. So he got attack and defense up by 150%. All enemies attack down by 40%, plus an additional defense down by 20% for super class enemies. So we're obviously not in a super class fight, right? We're fighting against an extreme type. This is just the place I like to go first to kind of run everybody through. And then after we're done here, we'll probably jump into a super fight, whether it be like the Super Saiyan Blue Goku or maybe the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta if we're feeling real froggy. Just to kind of get that additional, effect in there so we can kind of see it. He's got full power GT bosses category allies, key +2 up, and attack up by 40%, plus an additional attack up by 20% for characters who are also extreme class. So the entire team is going to be extreme, so everybody's going to be getting all these buffs. And I'm pretty sure everybody on the team's GT bosses as well, so except for maybe Goku Black. But so per extreme class ally attacking in the same turn with his self excluded, the chance of performing a crit and damage reduction go up by 20%. Attack and defense up by 100% when attacking. And we're going to have a full extreme class anyway, so he's getting this buff no matter what. When there is another full power or GT bosses category ally attacking in the same turn, which there is, he's got another 150% attack and defense and launches additional attack that has a great chance to become a super. So a 70% chance to super. When attacking with 12 or more ki, he's going to have attack and defense up by 100%. And as the third attacker in the turn, or when the target enemy is in the following status, either attack down or defense down, he's going to get another 150% attack and guaranteed super. So because he's kind of running on the new Dokkan Fest Fizz Omega's team, he's probably going to live in slot 3. Let's be honest. He's probably going to be a slot 3 runner just because he's not going to link with Omega. I mean, Omega's not really a slot 1 runner himself either. So I mean, the linkage is going to be really weird. I think he's going to be one that, I don't know, I'm still on the train that I think they should have gotten or made the new Dokkan Fest Omega as a Sin instead of Omega. But I mean, you can't go back now. So let's go ahead. We're going to keep him in slot 2 right now because we've got Sin Shenron that he can run with. So Sin will take that first slot. And then we'll have Omega here in slot 2. And then on the next rotation, we'll throw him in slot 3 so we can get that additional attack boost and his additional super. Alright, Zamasu, quit fucking dodging everything. This Sin Shenron's very good too with his EZA. We're gonna do his own showcase. Like the numbers he's putting up right there are insane. But we're not gonna focus on him this go round. He's gonna have his own video. That was a pretty good damage. 76? I'm sorry. What? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that happened. Alright, so again, he's not going to be on this rotation. We're going to keep Goku Black up front. We will, I guess, maybe play this turn out. I don't know, there's really not too much to really see here from these guys. We've seen these guys a lot, right? Like, we know what these guys do. You know these guys are good. Goku Black's just going to eat this, man. Like, yeah, dude. He's stupid. Okay, so now this is the issue I'm talking about here with the linking. So ideally, I don't really want Omega in slot 1. Like, yes, he is, like, good, right? Omega is very, very good, and he can handle himself in slot 1 for, let's say, most situations, right? But ideally, you might want to run it like this, where you've got Sin up front. You know, he does crazy, he's got crazy damage reduction. He does some crazy shit. He's a great EZA, but then you've got these two next to each other. They don't link because they're the same character, so that really sucks. So for the sake of this turn, we're going to do this so that we have, you know, we got all his links active. Dude, they've got everything. I mean, except for him with legendary power, but like these two have everything, and they have big bad bosses, which is crazy. So now, with him being in slot 3, he's going to get that attack up by 150%. Actually, yeah, because we can't attack down or defense down these guys. So that is another way you can kind of get around sticking them in slot 3, is if they're in that status. But I mean, most of the fights, like, you can't do that. So let's go to get the domain back up, and then let's see what this turn can do.
Since the minus energy was released, it's now a matter of time before this planet is dead. I can feel the planet dying underneath me.
Okay, let's do for Omega, I mean, we can really do that. I want to make sure Sin gets as many Keysters as he can. And then for Omega in the back, we'll do that. Alright, very interested to see what it looks like, what he looks like here. Yeah. Shoot. With this domain active, dude, this team is incredibly tough. The only thing that sucks is that it's only a 3-turn domain, so it goes away very fast. So some of the longer fights makes it a little bit harder to keep, like, that boost up. But I mean, a true test is going to be, how does he look as well when the domain is not active? Because I think the next time he comes around, now that he's floating, right? Next time he comes around, the domain's not going to be there. But he's not going to have that extra little buff, so I want to see how he does there as well. Okay, and he might be getting supered. So he's still at 76, okay. Yeah, dude. That's strong. They are crushing his health down. Holy cow.
To bring about the justice I desired, I needed the perfect sympathizer as my ally.
In this timeline, there is no one who can stop us. We have all the power here.
The two of us alone!
There's no real super bosses here, so I mean, his active isn't really going to help us, so I think we're going to end up doing the Fuzamasu here, just to kind of juice up Goku Black himself. So let's do that, and then we'll use Novas as well.
Bear witness as I show you the power of my divine light. Age of judgment!
Let's finish this.
Try to block my ultimate attack. Burning spin!
Okay, let's have him there. Pick up those. You can grab those, and you'll be all right with those. Are we even gonna be able to get back to Omega again? It's just because we still got a whole nother turn before Omega shows back up. This, dude, this extreme team is actually really good. You add in like all the easy A's and stuff, so like the Shenron, the new STR, like the STR Omega Super Easy A. Dude, I don't know, man. They're, yeah, single digits. Jeez. These guys are insane. I would say we would cut to the next time that STR Omega's here, but the fight might be over by that point. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, that is the one downside, you know, with not being able to, you know, if you can't get the opponent into the attack down or defense down, then he's most likely going to be put in slot 3, especially with the physical Dokkan Fest Omega around. So these are like the things that I see that are like the issues. But, I mean, are they really that bad of issues? Not really. They're probably pretty good problems to have. Now, we'll see if Sin can handle this. If they do their super, it's going to hit really hard, yeah. So, yeah, if he doesn't dodge, this might... Yeah, I figured as much. There's really no surviving that shit, man.
The entire universe will soon be laid to waste by my minus power!
Alright, so we're running through the Goku Super Saiyan Blue fight. Let's go ahead. I mean, we've already seen it a bunch of times, so we'll turn the animations off. Get the domain going. And he is actually an attack down, so this guy can be attack debuffed. So with these guys as like actives, man, like they're able to like Omega is a big like drop your attack, like debuff the opponent type thing. So, I mean, in his basic right there, right, he can drop the enemy's attack by 40%. So if they're able to be debuffed, he's got the debuff. Like, it's good. Like, he wouldn't need to be put in slot 3 in order to get his actual, like, passive, like his full passive, which is great. But the only thing that sucks is that, are you going to run him over the Dokkan Fest Omega and float him? Or, like, it's kind of a toss-up, man. I don't... That's like the biggest issue with him on this team that I can find, is he just... It's hard to run him with double Omega because they don't link. But other than that, I think he's great. I think he's done well so far. The only thing we haven't really seen from him is, like, his defensive capability. Which, I mean, we can test it out. We can put him up in the front the next time he comes around and just see how he takes supers. You know, he will be type disadvantaged in this fight. But I guess that's another good test to see how well can he take type disadvantaged supers. Yeah, and then we're going to be debuffing this guy like the entire fight too. Yeah, Baby's still got his time limited buff as well, so that's why we're keeping him around. Okay, Link's not as good here for Omega with Baby as he is with Sin, for sure. Yeah, dude, he's launching attack after attack. Just chipping away at him. It's crazy. I like him. So far, I really like him. I just want to see how he is defensively. Offensively, he's incredible. He seems very, very strong. Defensively is going to be the test, for sure. Let's... No, we'll keep him here. Yeah, we're going to do that, because I'm going to put STR Omega in slot 1 on the next time he comes around here. So we'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that. And then we will go ahead and cut to the next time that STR Omega is on rotation. Okay, so we're back here now with the STR Omega. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and obviously get the domain back up. And we're actually going to leave the rotation the exact way it is. So he's got one attack coming in before he gets a super, possibly a super attack, and then more attacks after he supers if he survives the super, right? He is attack debuffing, so that is a factor here. You know, to hopefully mean that he's going to survive. So this is type disadvantaged. Can't see anything when you do that, but that's okay. It looks cool. All right, let's see it. Pre-super. I mean, that's like a big hit, and for it to do that much is, I'll say it's good. Like, it's not bad. Now, there are some bosses that obviously hit harder than this Goku right now, and he is being attack debuffed. So there's a possibility that he could, like, get extremely exposed, but he is not a slot 1 unit. That's not where you're gonna put him. So this is all just to test him out and how he does there. He is a slot 2, slot 3, more likely slot 3, just kind of like dude who will debuff that turn if possible, and just like launch super after super after super, dealing out big damage, trying to do some you know, some hurting on the good guys. And he is much better when fighting super class enemies, just like this Omega, just like most Omegas, right? They want to fight super class enemies. They don't want to fight extreme class. You know, they do just fine against extreme, but they have those debuffs that do extra against super class enemies. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set this up. Just launch that and get some extra damage in there and pretty much finish this up. And this might be kind of it. I mean, we could go into like the Gogeta fight, but I don't know what much more we're really gonna see from him other than like maybe watching him just get killed or someone in his team getting killed before he gets a chance to do anything. But I mean, we'll jump in. We'll check it out. It might not be a very long run, but we'll check it out. Okay, in this fight, Gogeta's gonna super in slot 2 and slot 3. If Rose survives, that's a big if, it's gonna get to Omega. He's probably dead. I'm gonna just say it right now, because you can't debuff in this fight, right? So he's not debuffing shit. He is just kind of there. He's type disadvantaged. It's probably not going to end very well for him. So, I mean, we're going to see it, maybe, if Rose survives. Rose is very good. Rose can be very, very strong if he gets hit a couple times before that super comes in. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is just going to be a Omega just gets killed. But let's give the benefit of the doubt. Let's take a look at him. I want to see how he does, and how well he can take it. Again, type disadvantage, no debuff. He's a big, bad, really strong new fight. He's probably gonna get his ass is whooped. But again, it's a showcase, so we got to look at every avenue here. So let's hope that Goku Black can survive. Whether it's defensively or whether he can dodge would be great. Dodging would be preferred. Yep, so he's raising his defense with every super. His attacks are going to raise up his guard, his damage reduction. Just kind of maybe he get hit a couple more times before this came in. Well, let's see. Okay, he got hit by it. Oh, he tanked it. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, Rose is stupid. Alright, let's see Omega here. Now, the crits are great. So if he can crit, he's going to be doing big, big damage. Like, look at that. Like, that is huge. That's very good. Now, he's not taking double digits from normals. He's dead. He's gonna die unless he can dodge. Nope, no dodge. He's dead. Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, that's about what I figured. All right, guys. So that was our first look at the Super Easy A for the STR Omega Shenron. Overall, I think he's very good. I think he's very useful on his team. The downsides to him are, one, he doesn't link with the new Dokkan Fest Omega, which is a big bummer, because I think running them kind of together would have been awesome. But, I mean, you can't really do much about that. He pretty much lives in slot 3 unless you can debuff, and I mean, he's got debuff built into his kit. So if it's a fight where you can, great. If you can't, he's probably going to be slot 3 runner. He defensively, I mean, he's got a little bit of damage reduction, but if he's not debuffing, he can get caught, especially in some of these newer fights, these newer, tougher fights. Yes, I know, like the Gogeta fight, he's type disadvantage and everything, but I mean, bosses don't care. Bosses don't care if you're type disadvantage, man. They're going to hit you hard. So you got to be ready to take that stuff. And I mean, basically, I guess he's just like dodge build, like all the way, just to kind of survive, to be able to throw out those big attacks that he does, because he launches a bunch of supers and they do some good damage, especially if you can get him to crit. So I mean, yeah, I think he's very good, and I do like him. I just wish defensively he was a little bit better. I don't like that he kind of relies on that debuff a little bit more, because most of these fights you can't do it. But I mean, he's still good. He's still very, very good, and I do like him a lot. So I think that's gonna do it for the video today, guys. If you stuck around to the end, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the Super EZA for the STR Omega. Do you like him? Do you hate him? What are your gripes with him? What are your positives about him? And how are you running him on his teams? Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!